Good morning students. Welcome to our social science class session. In the last class we deals with the economic subject. Am I right? So today we just continue the topics related to our economics. Okay. In the last class we discussed about the features of an imaginary village. What was the name of the village? Yeah, Palampur. Palampur village. Yeah, it is the well connected, well facilitated village. Today we discuss about the production activities in Palampur village. For that we discuss what are the factors used in the production process. So our topic, today's topic is organization of production. Okay, organization of production. For this purpose we select 4 factors. How many? 4 factors for organizing a production process. The first factor is land. Okay, first factor is land. For this we concerned with the following features. The first one is land is a fixed factor or it is fixed in nature, at the same time it is a free gift of nature. So our first feature is fixed in nature. Fixed in nature. And it is a free gift of nature. Then the second feature is it is passive factor of production. What is it? Passive factor of production. Why we call land as a passive factor of production? Because it is a fixed in nature. So only a human activity or only by human can convert the land into a resource. Okay. In other words, we can say that through human activities, the fixed land is converted into a resource one. Okay. Then the third one is it comprises the natural resources. What are the natural resources? Forest, then soil, water, minerals. These are the 4 features related to the first factor, that is land. Land is fixed in nature, then it is a passive factors of production because only the human can convert the land into a resource. Then the third is it comprises the natural resources such as forest, soil, water and minerals. Then our second factor is labor. Okay, our second factor is what? Labor. Labor, we can say that it is simply the human skill or the work done by the people. Second feature is labor or second factor is labor. Labor is the effort made by the people or made by the human being during the stages or during the production process. Do you understand? The labor is the efforts made by the people or the people do any work. People do work in production process. In production process. Sometimes this labor needs to educated skills or the skilled labor, that means needed based on some educational qualifications or experiences, and in other times or in another way the labor needs only manual works. Okay, so we can divide or we can categorize the labor into skilled labor or skilled labor and also the manual work. Manual work we need only the physical work of labor. That means like the during the cultivation process we need the laborers as the farmers, and also during the for furniture works we need the carpenter. That only the manual work. But in the case of IT field we need some educational experiences or educational qualifications. Okay, these are the examples for both skilled labor and manual work. Our second factor is labor. Labor is the people do work in production process. Labor means or it is the efforts made by the people during the production process. Then the labor can be divided into skilled labor and also the manual work. Skilled labor or skilled labor means it is the labor in accordance with their educational qualifications or educational experiences, and the manual work is only the people's physical work. Okay, that need no education at all. Okay, then our third factor. What may be the third factor? Yes, physical capital. What is it? Physical capital. Third factor is physical capital. What is the meaning of capital? It is the stock, or it is the investment, or it is the amount of inputs used in the stages or process of production. Simply, or in today's topic, we mean by capital or mean by physical capital is the inputs required during the production process or during the stages of production. It is the input. It is an input or inputs required, needed in every stages of production. Every stages of production or all stages of production. It is the physical capital. Here we can divide the physical capital into two. What are they? It is the fixed capital. Fixed capital. And the second one is working capital. Fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital including the factors like tools, machinery, then buildings, and also the working capital. Working capital including raw materials, and money in hand, money. Okay. So our third factor of production is physical capital. It is just the inputs required in every stages of production or required during the production process. Our physical capital is also divided into two: fixed capital and also the working capital. Fixed capital including tools, machineries, buildings. These tools or machineries are started from a simple tools to complex tools. Simple tools means the plowing. During the plowing process we need the plowing machines, then the plowing machines. Okay, then complicated or complex materials or machineries means what are they? The tractors, trucks, etc. Then also buildings. Then the working capital including raw materials and money. What is the meaning of raw material? Raw materials are the things we used during the production process. For example, we can consider clay as the raw material for the pottery making. And the second example is we can use the rubber for the production of mats, then tires, etc. So these are the examples for raw material. And also money in hand. So these are the features related to the third factor of production, that is physical capital. Then our last factor of production, what may be that? It is the human capital. What is it? Human capital. One is physical capital, that may be the tools, machineries, buildings, something like that. Then the last or the fourth factors of production is human capital. Human capital. When we combine or when we add the first three factors of production, simply we get the fourth factor of production. What are the first three factors of production? Land, labor, and physical capital. So we add or combine these three, we get the human capital, because these are the efforts or these are the factors related to the human being. So we consider the first three factors for forming the fourth factor, human capital. Did you understand? Okay, land, labor and physical capital are jointly form the fourth factor of production, that is human capital. So these are the factors of productions, 4 factors of productions. Then how we make the flow chart for the 4 factors of production? Did you know? Yeah, when we make the flow chart for factors of production, flow chart, we just write the heading factors of production or organization of production. And we divide these into 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. The first is land. Here we add the features of land. Then the second one is labor. Here also we add the important, not the all features, important 1 or 2 features. Okay, just for knowing what is land. Then the second is labor and the third is physical capital. Physical capital. And the fourth is human capital. Human capital. Okay, these are the 4 factors of production, and as we ask the question, prepare or made a flow chart related to the factors of production. Yes, we divide these 4 factors, then include 1 or 2 features related to each factor. Okay, then we move to the farming of Palampur. In the last class, we discussed about the fact that farming is the main activity in the Palampur or village of Palampur. Farming is the main activity. So today we discuss about the different factors or different features related to the farming in Palampur. Farming in Palampur. Okay. Farming in Palampur. Today we discuss the first 3 features. Okay. Then we continue in the next classes also. Okay. So the first is land. How the land is used for farming activities. Okay. Let us examine. Land. Today we discussed that land is the fixed factor. Okay. So fixed one, land. Land is a fixed one. Then we use the wasted lands. Some lands may be wasted, that can be converted into the cultivated land. How? Due to the manual work. In the first session we say that only the human being can convert the wasted land or non-fertile land into a resourceable one. How? Due to the human work. So like this, we can say that the wasted lands can be converted into cultivated land. Okay? Wasted lands are converted. Wasted lands are converted into cultivated lands. Converted into cultivated lands. Then the third feature is the unit of measurement. We know the examples for unit of measurement as meter, centimeter, kilometer, etc. Okay. So likewise, today or here we consider the hectare as for the measuring of land. Okay. Here the hectare is considered as the measurement. Hectare is considered as the basic measurement of land. Basic measurement. These are the important features related to the first term of farming in Palampur. What are they? Land is fixed one, then wasted lands are converted into cultivated lands. Then the third is hectare is the basic measurement of land. Then the second is, what are the major crops? Major crops in Palampur. or the crop seasons and the major crops. Cropping seasons. The second is cropping seasons. Cropping seasons. We can divide the cropping seasons in two. The first one is Kharif season. And the second one is Rabi. In the first season, we call, or this season is related to rainy. Okay, during the rainy season, we can cultivate the Kharif crops. Okay, it is the season related to rainy. Okay, it is the rainy season cultivation. Then it is the opposite. What is it? Winter or dry. Winter or dry season. What is the difference? It is the cultivation related to rainy season and it is the cultivation related to winter or dry seasons. What are the major crops? Here the major crops are jowar and bajra. Jowar and bajra. Okay. Jowar and bajra. Here the major crop. And this jowar and bajra is also, or it is used as the cattle field. It is the cattle feed. Okay. It is the food or feed for the cattle. Okay. Then here, Rabi season, winter and dry. Okay. These are the seasons. And the major crop is wheat. Wheat and sugar. Sugar also, wheat and sugar. Also largely produced. Sugar. These are the terms related to the cropping season. What are the two cropping seasons? Kharif and Rabi. One is related to rainy season and the second is related to winter or dry season. Then what are the major crops? They are jowar, bajra, and here wheat and sugar. Then the third point is cropping pattern. What is it? Cropping pattern. So we discussed the first three terms related to the farming in Palampur. So the third topic is cropping pattern. Third is cropping pattern. Cropping pattern. Here we divide the cropping patterns into three. First is single pattern. Single means one. Second is double pattern. Double means two. Then third is multiple pattern. That means three or more. Okay. The first one is single pattern. Single pattern. Second is double pattern. And the third is multiple. That is the multiple cropping pattern. Okay. Here we discuss, when we discuss about the single cropping means one crop, then during 1 year with given piece of land. And here also what are the changes? Here double means two crops, then 1 year with given piece of land. Okay. Did you understood this? Okay. Then the third is multiple cropping. Multiple cropping means 3 or more crops. 3 or more crops 1 year and with a given piece of land. How we explain it? I will repeat. Okay, I repeat. Cropping pattern of the Palampur village. Here we adopt or divide the cropping patterns into three. First is single, second is double and third is multiple cropping patterns. Single we consider one crop in 1 year, then with given piece of land. Double we deals with two crops in that year, only 1 year, and with a given piece of land. And multiple we use 3 or more crops during an year, only 1 year, and also with a given piece of land. These are the major terms or the first 3 terms related to farming in Palampur. Then we examine what are the facilities related to irrigation. Okay, for farming we need better irrigation facilities. So let us examine what are the irrigation facilities provided or irrigation facilities concerned with farming in Palampur. Okay. The first is they should providing the better irrigation system. Irrigation facilities. Irrigation facilities. We can say that farming in Palampur is a well provided, well settled and well planned one because of the better irrigation system. Better. So the first feature is better system of irrigation. Better system of irrigation. Then second feature is electricity supply is in a proper way or getting the proper electricity supply. We discussed the features of Palampur. We said that Palampur has a well connected village with a well electricity supply and there are also the tube wells. Do you remember? Okay. Then better system of irrigation. Then proper functioning of electricity supply. Proper functioning of electricity supply. Electricity. Then the third feature is or third facility is private and government tube wells. What are they? Private and government tube wells. Okay, tube wells. So these are the facilities related to irrigation and we discussed the first three important features related to the farming of Palampur. What is the first? It is the land, how we use the land. Then the second one is cropping pattern. What are the three patterns? Okay. Then the last is second is cropping pattern also. Then the third feature is third factor is irrigation related to facilities. Okay. So we discussed today the farming in Palampur and also the factors of productions. Okay. And don't be confused, the factors of production is the common division, the four factors of production, and the last will be study detail in next chapter. Okay. Today let me conclude or let me wind up this session like the four factors of production we discussed: land, labor, physical capital and human capital. Then we next we discuss the farming in Palampur. What are the topics related to farming in Palampur? The first is the land and second one is the major cropping seasons and the third topic is cropping patterns. Okay. Hope you all understood the topics and should go through the class properly and do the works according to our classes. Okay. And if you have any doubts, just call me personally or share with our group, class group. Okay. So dear students, try to understood this in a detailed way and if you have any doubts, just call. Okay. So our today's session is over. Dear students, thank you. Have a nice day.